Well, that's where she sits now. And the only things I need to finish are these. The last mechanical stuff I have to do to the bike is check the valves. And another thing I need to get is a couple of these bolts, because this one's a little bit too long for that hole there. And same thing on the bottom here. There's two that I got that are a hair too long. So I'm going to see if I can find one that's about a ½ inch shorter. If that doesn't work out, then I'll just kind of zip these on the grinder and clean them up and stick them back in. Okay, and we're back. So, just to show you, got the light, that works fine. Get the new 1/4 inch fuel hose, just got to cut that and put the filters in. So since the last time you guys saw this, like I said, I've been doing full assembly. The only thing that this thing is really missing is the exhaust and the gas tank. So it's just been kind of a whirlwind of throwing parts on it. I think the things that you guys didn't see were the chain and the adjusters. I did end up painting those to match the shocks. Came out all right. And the chain is a 520 series chain. That's the original sprockets, front and rear. They looked like they were in great shape. The only thing was the chain. The original chain was all rusted. So, no chatter, roll smooth. So before I check the valves, I'm going to make sure that the engine is full of oil. It says right there, 3,000 cc's of oil. 1 quart is just about 1,000 cc's. And it says to use SAE 10W40, so that's what I'm going to use. I'm just using the some cheap stuff now, because once I get it running and it warms up and this oil has a chance to clean out any of the old gunk and dirt that's in the engine from sitting for so long, I'll change it out for synthetic. Alright guys, so a quick update from where I left off in the video where you just saw. So I was able to get the exhaust installed, the pods installed, and everything ready to go. And I did the valves. I actually have had it started, and it was crazy loud with this exhaust. Like, it was ear-splittingly loud. So I took these off, and apparently there is zero baffling in these, because when I took them off, all it was a coil of wire around the inside baffle. So what I did was I ordered some actual fiberglass batting, put it in there with some stainless steel wire, and got it mounted up. And it's a little bit quieter now. So it's pretty much done. I did ride it around the yard, but I haven't really rode it around a lot. But I've left it I left it running for a while, and the pod filters, I couldn't get the idle to really stabilize it all. So I added these little pieces of PVC adapter, and the pod filter just kind of sits in this end and it clamps to this end. I did have to heat it and get it to fit around the venturi of the carburetor, but we're gonna see if that kind of helps out with getting the idle sorted a little bit. I may have to modify those a little bit more. Worst case scenario, I have to make them longer, because the way this works is really hard to explain, and I'll get into it in another video when I actually dive into the carburetor tuning. But for now, as a test and tune, it's ready to ride. Battery was dead, so I got it on a battery charger. And yeah, no fuel leaks, everything's solid. I did have to put the coil from the red bike in instead of the one from the blue bike, because when it warmed up it started to misfire, and that's a telltale sign that the coil itself is going bad. So yeah, give you a quick once over. I still need to paint those stocks on the rear and all that stuff, and I'm gonna paint the tank probably over the winter and tighten stuff up, polish it up a little more, and finalize a few more things. But other than that, I mean, she's ready to ride. I did end up putting the stock headlight back on instead of that eBay one, because I don't think I'll be able to pass inspection with it. So for now, it's going to live with that headlight on it. So in a few minutes, I'm going to get that ready to go, and we're going to take this for a ride. But I have to remember how to put all my vlogging stuff onto my helmet. think I'm gonna try the microphone up here because when I used to vlog a lot, you used to be able to hear, my lunch pail. You used to be able to hear a lot of breathing, and I don't like the breathing. So I'm gonna test this out and see how it looks, and then we're gonna take it for a ride. The bike, not the helmet. Close this. All right. Oh, Jesus. Check the mirrors. Sounds good. Idle's good. No oil light. Let's take it for a ride. No idea how loud this is. It's pretty loud just sitting on it. Hi. So it must be loud if they're staring at me. You don't even feel the knobby tires. I am babying it though, so let's get some gas. Ooh, might have to adjust the steering knuckle. Regular grade only, okay. Oh, there's plenty of fuel in there. There's plenty of fuel in there. I should have checked that before I left. Now I look like an idiot. It's pretty peppy for a 400. Kind of surprised. It does feel good though. I'm gonna aim this camera down a little bit. Not too far down. I don't know how that looks. I don't want to be annoyingly. I do want you to see in front of me, but I want you to see the controls as well. Just in case anything goes awry, or if something stops working and I don't notice it. It might rain today. So now that I've ridden it for a little bit, the idle doesn't want to stay where I left it. So that means I might have a little air leak somewhere. Doesn't want to cut out, so that's good. Suspension's good, didn't bottom out, a little bouncy but not bad. Loud as hell though. Alright, let's see how this does. Oh, not bad. Not bad. Oh, missed the shifts. Found valve float. Sorry, little bike.
See if we can not miss a shift. There we go. Fourth gear, 75, going to fifth gear. Still at 75. Lean off a little bit. Whoa. Come on, knobby tires, hold on. Man, this thing is loud. We're still in fifth gear, yep. Downshift, fourth gear. Hold it, oh, brake, lean off, yeah. Your body position's got to be really weird on this bike because it's so small and you're only riding on 3.5-inch tires. I got my feet way out on the pegs and my butt is kind of back on the seat a little bit and my hands are wide on the bars to get leverage, but I got to kind of spread my body out to be able to go around a corner without compromising the suspension or the lack of grip on this rear tire. I hope I'm not shouting for no reason. Back into fifth. Seems to be getting a little louder. I don't know if that's the packing breaking in or if I've got a leak somewhere. But we'll have to go through that. Good, sweeper. Nice transition, nice transition. Get down on a fourth so I can go uphill. Nice turn. Oh, this bike handles really nice. I'm just pissing off everyone I pass. Big truck. Oh, leaf. Ah. Turkeys. Alright, I definitely have to slow down through this little town. Man, this thing is nimble. Oh yeah. This is gonna be a nice... I should have put street tires on this bike. We'll see. I might have to go to street tires. Alright, so now the idle's hanging up. Now it drops. Power. I wonder if it'll wheelie. Yep, a little bit. So it's really hard to just sit back and say, you know, something negative about it. I will say some negative things about it. I think I could come up with maybe 4 or 5 things. It's loud. I may have to investigate putting a different exhaust on this bike. It's very loud. Nice Challenger. Squirrel. It's very comfortable. So that's not a negative. That's a positive. What's another negative? The idle issue, but that's something mechanical that I can figure out. The tires, I really should look at a 90-10 tire. I do want to keep the knobby look, but I think these 50-50s are a little bit too aggressive. If I can find a path to go off-road, we'll take it off-road and we'll see how it does there. Somebody did a donut. Was that fun? Yes, it was. Dirt. Remember, on dirt, you always use the back tire. bike gets up and goes, man. It's pretty fun. No grip whatsoever the entire way. Alright, time to get out of here before I get the cops called on me. You want to see what top speed is? We can do a top speed run. Let me start off, what am I at, 4th? Yep, okay, so that's 5th. 5th, 4th, 3rd. Okay, 3rd, we're at 7,000 RPM. And I'm just going to rip through the gears and see how fast we can go. I might be able to hit 90, but I'm going to need a lot of road to do it.
So there it is. It runs and drives. It works. It goes down the road really nicely. So we're definitely going to be doing videos on the carburetor adjustments, the painting of the gas tank, and some other odds and ends on this bike to really get it finished off 100%. And we may start doing videos on building up the other motorcycle if that comes to be. We'll see. I mean, it doesn't seem like it would be too big a deal to do that, so we'll check that out when we get to it. And there's also going to be videos about this stupid blueberry coming up too. I call it stupid for really good reasons, and you'll see why. That car may not be sticking around for too much longer. Other than that, guys, thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you, all of you. Please hit that like button. If you haven't yet, hit the subscribe button, and you can start over and actually watch this build from the very beginning when I first picked it up. So this will be number 5 in the video series. So I'll put a link somewhere over here so you can check that out. Thank you again. We'll catch you on the next one. Take it easy.